Hello guys and welcome back to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and in today's video we are going to be talking about catnip. Why? Because I just got a whole bunch of catnip seeds. They're really small black little dots. Yes, and because of that, it made me kind of think about, well, making this video. The fact is, maybe you're a brand new cat owner and you don't know anything about catnip, and you know that cats like it, you know that it's supposed to be good for it, but I mean, is it good for it? Is catnip a drug? I mean, you see all of those memes on YouTube and on Google and stuff that cats get high on catnip. Is catnip an actual drug? I can specifically say this. No. No. It's fun as a joke, it's fun as a meme, but catnip is actually not a drug. But what is catnip? Why do cats like it so much? And is it actually safe for your cats? We are going to be talking about all of that in today's video. With that said, I'm also going to show you guys how to grow catnip in this video as well. And of course, I want to put a little disclaimer here. I am a cat owner, a cat lover, and because of that, I of course have done my research. And for those of you who are new cat owners, you want to learn everything you can about your cat. So there was a time when I didn't know what catnip really was as well, which is why I did my research, and which is why I decided to take what I know and put it into this video. But I am not a vet, I am not a scientist, I am just simply put a cat owner, and I know quite a bit of catnip from my research, and I would like to tell you guys to not only enjoy this video, but make sure that you do a little research on catnip yourself, especially if you plan to grow it. Catnip is actually kind of a difficult plant to grow, depending on which area you live in. It does not like the extreme heat, which I learned just a few days ago, because you see, I moved and I had a whole big plant of catnip, and it died because it was 150 degree, not 150 degrees, it was really like 105, but it felt like 150 degree heat in Arizona when I moved that thing in the back of a truck. I should not have done that, and that's why I had to go out and buy catnip. So definitely, if you're going to grow catnip, make sure you have a good space where it's not going to get super tons of heat, super tons of light, stuff like that. With that said, though, let's go ahead and start talking about what catnip is, what catnip does to your cats, and is it even safe for your cats? Okay. So, first off, is catnip actually a drug? It's a fun meme. Cats, they look like they seem to get high on it. They seem to really enjoy catnip, but is catnip actually a drug? The answer? No. No, it does not. Medical or not, it is not a drug at all. Now, catnip does have its benefits. It actually does, it's really good for digestion. Not only can cats eat it, but humans can as well. But catnip is 100% not a drug. Cats are not actually getting high on drugs. I mean, come on. Do you think that we would actually be giving this stuff to our pets if it was an actual drug that could hurt them? I don't think any cat lover on the planet would even suggest the idea of giving your cats drugs. Yes, don't give your cats drugs, and catnip is definitely 100% not a drug. It's funny as a meme, but it's not really a drug. So what is catnip? So when people talk about catnip, they usually talk about two types of different plants. Now, typically, they like talking about cat grass. What is cat grass? usually wheat or barley grass, but there are other some types of grass that cats just kind of like the smell. You know, you ever walk down the street and smell cut grass? It smells really good to some people. Some people don't like it. Well, the same thing with cats. Cats sometimes like grass. And yes, wheatgrass, barley grass, it can actually be good for not only human digestion. Humans can actually eat wheatgrass, which is really strange. I don't recommend it. I've never eaten it. I'm never going to eat it. But yeah, it's actually good for human digestion as well as cat digestion, which is why it's okay to give your cats cat grass. And yes, you can go out and buy a cat grass seeds and grow it yourself. However, some cats, not all cats, but some cats don't react to cat grass, you know. And what about cat grass that isn't specific to catnip? Yes, some cats can have kind of a fun reaction to cat grass, but it typically won't generate the same drunken high look that cats typically experience when you give them catnip. No, the actual plant that they actually give to cats that is actually called catnip, it's an herb. It's called Cataria. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I probably said that word completely wrong. Here is the actual word on the screen. Yeah, Nepeta cara is what I'm going to call it. Catnip. It's an actual herb. A lot of people mistake catnip for catgrass, and yes, you can grow catgrass as well. Catgrass usually being barley and oat, but catnip is an herb that really generates that crazy cat that we associate with catnip. Now, why does cats really like catnip? You know, and this is a question that it really doesn't have an answer. Okay, there are some theories out there on why catnip really generates such a reaction from cats. One of them being, it's the one that I kind of believe, but again, it is a theory. There is really no science behind it, no research behind it. But the idea is that it smells like cat hormones. What are cat hormones, you may ask? Well, simply put, and I'm being very general here, cat hormones, a cat will give off a certain chemical scent. Female cats will give off a certain chemical scent that male cats will smell and react to when they want to, of course, have kids. Yes, that is a really good theory and it holds some truth, but it doesn't line up with everything. So again, it is a theory and not 100% confirmed. But I will give you examples of how it is possible. So, when it comes to catnip, most male cats, not always, but most male cats tend to react to catnip more than females. So you see those crazy hairball cats that are going nuts for the stuff. Generally, not all the time, but generally, they're males. Females do indeed like it too. They typically don't have as big of a reaction as male cats, and I see that in my own cats. Tigger, my male cat, actually has much more of a crazy reaction than females. But you know, I do have my female cat, Katrina, as well, and she likes it as well. She doesn't go as crazy as Tigger does because Tigger is a boy. However, it could very well just come down to the cat's personality traits. It could very well come down to the fact that each cat is kind of their own person. So, and not all cats. If it was honestly hormones, then all cats should love this stuff. And the fact is, not all cats like it. My cats don't react to cat grass at all, but they react to catnip. Some cats won't react to catnip at all, but like cat grass. And some cats don't care about either one. Another way that the hormone theory can be proven is the fact that when it comes to kittens, kittens typically don't react to catnip at all. But, and again, if the theory is true, it's because they haven't reached sexual maturity. But, again, some cats don't react to catnip at all. Male or female, they just don't react to catnip at all. That doesn't mean that they won't react to real hormones, cat hormones, at all. That just means they don't like catnip. So, again, the theory, it's a possible theory, but take it with a grain of salt, because there's no real research behind it. However, catnip, it's an alright plant. It's safe for cats. Now, cats do typically react all goofy and funny with it, but it's nothing dangerous for them. And the reactions that cats have with catnip usually last between 20 minutes and an hour, if it lasts an hour. Most cats won't even go that far, maybe 20 to 40 minutes, and that's usually the top of their reactions to it, unless of course you give them more catnip. Catnip is of course a treat. It shouldn't be given to them constantly, every day, every second of the day. So while there is really no reason why cats react the way they do, most cats seem to, of course, love catnip. And if you don't know if your cat does or not, like, if you gave your kitten catnip, kittens don't react to catnip usually, and some cats simply won't react to it at all. Some cats will. The best thing you could do is get a couple different types of catnip, cat grass, cat barley grass, cat oat grass, or some catnip, and try it in small patches and see if your cat actually likes it or not. Of course, you can get catnip and cat grass seeds from just Amazon. You can also just head down to your local Walmart. But that's everything I can tell you guys when it comes to catnip. Thank you guys for watching, and I am out. Bye.